Hello and welcome to the Des Moines Botanical Garden. My name is Alex Strulins and I'm from the Des Moines Bicycle Collective, here to teach you about the ABCs of bike spring maintenance. When we talk about the ABCs, we're talking about air, brakes, and chain. So the first thing that you want to do when you get your bike out of the garage for the first ride of the spring is make sure that you have enough air in your tires. It will say on the sidewall of the tire somewhere what the recommended range of PSI inflation should be. For a 26-inch wheel, 2-inch wide tire like this, it's going to be somewhere from 45 to 65 PSI. For your standard hybrid bike, it's going to be closer to 75 to 80 PSI. And for the skinny road bike tires, you're going to be looking at about 100 PSI, if not more. So that'll be the first thing you want to do. To inflate the tires, we recommend using a floor pump with a built-in gauge. The gauge will allow you to double check your tire pressure and make sure that you have it where it needs to be in order to be safe to ride. You can use other methods, but this one is one of the more reliable. The second thing, B for brakes, is we want to make sure that the brakes are still safe. So that involves two things: making sure that they're tight enough to actually stop you and that there's enough life still on the brake pad to make sure that they'll work. So the first thing you want to do is check your brake pads for wear. There will usually be a line on the brake pad itself that will show you if it's worn out or not. So you just want to make sure that the surface of the pad has not come back to that line yet. If it has, it's time to replace the pads. The second thing you want to check is to make sure that your brake levers actuate the way that they should. Your brake lever should stop before touching the handlebar when it's fully engaged. If you pull your brake lever back and it touches the handlebar, then it's too loose and it needs to be tightened. It means that your handlebar is impeding the travel of the brake lever and it's not safe and it's not tight and it won't stop. So that's the second thing that you want to check for brakes. As far as chain is concerned, we'll want to clean the chain and make sure that it's well lubricated. A clean and well lubricated chain is going to last longer, be more efficient, and is more pleasurable to ride. So to clean the chain, you're going to need two things: a relatively clean rag and some lubricant. We at the shop use an all-purpose lubricant, but there's all sorts of different kinds. Just use whatever your preference is. The first thing that you'll want to do to clean the chain is to shift your chain into the smallest gear. That's going to pull the chain farthest away from the bike and give you more room when you're trying to get your rag around it. Once you've done that, you'll pedal backwards and squirt some lubricant onto the chain. You'll want to go the whole way around to do that. Once you've done that, you want to wipe that lubricant back off of the chain. As you can see, it'll make your rag dirty. You don't want to continue to wipe that dirt back onto your now clean chain, so you just want to continue to switch the grip and make sure that you're always using a clean part of the cloth. See what I mean? Once you've done that a few times, it should probably take 3 to 5 minutes to really get a chain clean. You don't need to use a ton of oil. Wiping all the oil off with the rag is the important part. So once your chain is clean, your brakes are well adjusted, and you're sure that there's enough wear left on your brake pads, and your tires have enough air, you should be ready to ride. Thank you for watching. We hope this video about the ABCs of bicycle spring maintenance was helpful. Come down, ride your bike, and check out the Des Moines Botanical Gardens while you're at it. Happy trails!